Greetings, Pisces, and welcome to your reading today. This has found you for a reason, and my name is Ingrid for those new to my channel. And I'll be doing a little bit of channeling and using an oracle card and then some tarot clarification. And take a breath with me if you'd like. And I see a pearl of great price. Something that's been irritating you. Maybe you've formed a protective shell around this pain, some difficulty from the past, but you're forming a pearl, and it's a treasure. It's something that is rare for you to go from grit to grace. And so it is. And so a pearl is coming. It's going to be a gift. You might want to wear pearls, or just that you're very connected to that energy of the sea, of the creation of the pearl. And let's draw in the energy from the sacred oracle that is connecting us to the energy of dark, deep, and dangerous. What is it that we need to know, Pisces? Well, you are in that process of turning something very painful or irritating into a beautiful jewel. And this is what this oracle wants you to know. Well, interesting. The energy is grief, banshee. And the number is 33. So 33 is a master number about creativity, about coming together with others and forming something greater than yourself, but coming into this powerful manifestation and working on something. You're working on your grief, turning grit into grace. There will be a pearl that comes out of this grieving process. And let's see what we have with 33 is coming. Banshee. Grief is love that has nowhere to go. That's powerful. Grief is love that has nowhere to go. So there is love behind the creation of this jewel, this pearl. It is important you take the time to properly grieve a loss, no matter what form that may take. Sorrow and grief are natural parts of life and can renew you, Pisces. You should understand that you will die, and you should prepare yourself. And once you really connect to that, then you can come into that joy, the pearl, the jewels of your life. And the banshee is one that often foretold death. So you might have been feeling that something is coming to an end. It could be a relationship, your career, some old belief system. But out of that journey through the grit, through making that pearl, you're going to grieve and come out with a beautiful gift. And so there seems to be no great agreement on what the banshee looked like, but it was always feminine. She can take the form of a pretty young virgin, or a tall or short woman, or she could be old and haggard with red eyes and stringy hair. There is, though, certain agreement on the voice. It is always mournful and desperately sad and cannot be mistaken for anything else. And so the companion of the plant is the willow, and the crystal is ineolite. And so I hope that message resonates for you. But if there's something you're grieving, let that go. It's a natural phase of life, and you're going to come out with a jewel from it. And let me know in the comments what this is for you. Pisces, what is it that you're putting down this heavy burden, that's something you've been emotionally turbulent around, not balanced? This has been a burden, but it's coming to an end, this grief process, and I'm so happy for you. But grief is love that has nowhere to go, and so that is something to meditate on. And Pisces, The energy around you right now is the devil. Well, you could be grieving a toxic relationship, the ending of an addiction, a phase of life where your ambitions, your goals, your ego drives, you have to look at in a new way. If you felt chained to something, you know it's ending and you're going to be happy. Use your voice as the banshee. Speak up. Um, break free of any low vibrating energy that's holding you back. And why is the devil here? What is it we need to know about the devil, Capricorn? Well, you're having a brand new beginning. This is the force of the pearl, a brand new opportunity to take that grit, something that's been difficult. You see, this is a castle that is in disrepair, that is just eroding. And you're going to have a brand new idea about how to break free of this grief. The devil is a kind of grief. We are in grief when we feel addicted in a bad relationship. Somebody's seducing us. We're tempted. So you're going to break free of that with a brand new idea. This is masculine potency. You're going after it. It's going to be creative. And it's a gift coming in to help you break free of any addiction. And it's coming because you've done the work, slow and steady at the foundation. This is growing your pearl, so to speak. You have this fertile ground. You're not off to battle. You're slow and steady now. And that's what it's going to require you to take a new idea, a new energy, a new beginning, self-confidence to be bold, but also to be loyal to the process of creating the pearl out of grief. And it's going to come because in the recent past you were resting, you were healing, maybe from some difficult situation, a war, a battle, a defeat. And it could be different for each one of you, but it's time in the recent past to rest. You are resting. You have been resting. You have been meditating. You've been praying and getting the answers. And this blessing is coming. And the blessing is coming because something had to come to an end, Pisces. This is what you're grieving. The banshee is the one who communicates that death is near. So the higher powers want you to also know that something is coming to an end. Don't be afraid. This is a card of a rebirth. Something needed to come to an end. Something with the devil. And you've got Capricorn, Scorpio. Could be important energies or people you're dealing with in this process. But you've worked hard on it and you will move forward with a brand new start with a lot of energy and confidence. To know it's time to let this go completely. You're ready for the rebirth. And it's coming in with the moon because, well, when something ends, when something dies, when something comes to closure, and you know the door is shut and it's not going to be reopened, you're not going to reboot this. You're afraid maybe. You feel maybe that someone has been deceiving you. There's been secrets maybe kept around this death, this ending. And you've been maybe praying and resting and trying to heal and get your bearings in the darkness. But the moon is also here saying use your psychic abilities to know how to create this pearl within you and to deal with the grit and to transform this death, this addiction, this devil, this energy of endings because of something that's toxic, unhealthy. You're needing to get more information. You could be deceived right now. But the moon does have a lot of deep feelings and emotional connections to the changing, fluctuating energies in the astrology and the energies around us. And it's going to come in with balancing and juggling this change. You've got infinite power to do so, but you're working hard at this process of grieving. Maybe when we're grieving, we still have to work and juggle relationships, work, family, our physical bodies, going with the ups and downs of, and the moon also has the cycles of the moon. So there's something that is changing and you're adapting to this fluctuation. But you're going to be moving and making a decision maybe about taking action out into the world in a new way. You're ready to take this wand forward and begin again. You've been given this gift of inspiration, intuition, energy, confidence to take bold action and move on from this ending, and to use it to really help you to get clarity on anything that has caused you to feel like you were entrapped in something that was grief-stricken. And now you're planning. Well, yes, there's momentum forward. You're fired up. You're taking bold action. You have already established yourself here. And now you're saying, okay, there is an ending. I have to face that. I have to go through the grief. Grief is love that has nowhere to go. And now you have somewhere to go. You're going out into the world and expanding your horizons, traveling. Traveling could help you get over this ending, this addiction, this toxic relationship. And it's going to bring you in to the energy now. The advice is to look at how you have stabilized your money. Well, you've got 4 pentacles. And you have worked hard at that. Slow and steady at the foundation. You've been loyal to juggling your work, your relationships, maybe 2 jobs. And you've been very possessive of the money and of the process. Maybe somebody has also been possessing you, because the devil can be very possessive of our money, of our time, and be very toxic to our growth, to our health. And something has ended. You're ending all of that. This is closure. This is the finality of a situation in your life. And it's going to bring you change, but also a new opportunity. Well, yes, when you see that you have established yourself financially very well, but you want to plan and take this out and grow it in the world now. Not be so tight, not be so possessive, not so being so entrapped. And now you're expanding. You're going to grow this. And with the Knight of Pentacles, Pisces, you have a lot of work ethic. You're going to take it slow and steady. But whatever this is coming into fruition. And you're going to be balanced financially, but also take it out there, because you're using this grief to create that pearl of great price within you. So be ready to travel. Be ready to be going with the ups and downs, the flow, the shifting energies, and you're going to change. And if you don't know exactly how, you're fearful of this process, trust that the ending is here. And when you end, you're going to rest. You're going to pray. You're going to get the downloads you need to know that you're ready to break free of this addiction, a habit, something that just could be about security at all cost, that has limited you, made you unhealthy, and that's coming to completion. So you can start afresh, both energetically with an idea, with a plan, and you go from the ace to the 2 with your plan is going to take action out there. It's going to grow. But also you've been adapting to change, because you now have the resources you need, this to a new opportunity to move forward, to change. And that is what is coming for you. And let's just get a final card of clarification for the major arcana. So in this reading, we have the major arcana of Capricorn, could be important, Cancer, and Scorpio. Why is the devil here? For my Pisces, well, the Ace of Pentacles. Well, the devil is about riches. The devil rules the underworld, Hades. But you're getting an opportunity. Once you let go of this addiction, it's going to bring you a lot of wealth and potential to grow. And why is the moon here? What is it We need to get more information on about the moon. Well, you're closing out a phase of life where you were deceived, afraid, worried, anxious, not knowing. Things were fluctuating. But you're ending that. And death is an end, a completion. And you're completing this phase with success, with recognition. And you're going to come in with the energy of the devil is here, and death is 3 cups. Well, you have people celebrating this ending. Whatever is coming to an end that you have grieved, you've gone through that process of finding a place for love. Grief is love without an act, where love can't go anywhere, but now love is coming in to celebration, and you're celebrating this closure of one chapter of your life. When something ends, you have to end one cycle to celebrate that with a brand new beginning, with passion, with energy, but also with the abundance, Pisces, that you're going to bring this down to earth, a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new career, but it's being presented to you now. And sending you so much love, and I hope this resonates. If it does, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. And you know I love you, and see you next time. And thank you so much for being present today. Bye-bye, and look for that pearl of great price. It's you. It's in you. And turn your grief into love in action. Bye.